What's up, everybody out there? Welcome back to the Dark Matter Podcast. I'm Saifo Heru.
I'm DX the Dog.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Hope y'all had a good weekend out there. You guys are well aware of by now, it was the Juneteenth holiday. I had a hell of a time. It was awesome, man.
Yeah.
What about you, bro? What you get into?
I had a hell of a time too. In a few places and shit, you know. We talked about the time then, you know what I'm saying? Kind of kumbaya a little bit, but you know, 2 years later, I think that was just an act of defiance. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, the whole fucking...
They could have got down south quicker than 2 years.
The whole system. Well, they was hiding them. They was hiding them. Yeah, I had a great time. I actually went to the Charles H. Wright Museum in Detroit, Michigan. And what they have is they have a reenactment of the slave trade, the slave dungeons in Cape Coast, Africa. I believe that's the name of it. The Door of No Return is what it is. And they also have a sculpture of the slave ship.
Yeah.
They got like about 50 slaves tied up on the boat. And, you know, people, and it's a tour. So you got to go through a whole tour through the museum. And when people go through that part, people get to breaking down, crying. The kids are screaming and shit, man.
It's powerful.
Yeah. So yeah, Juneteenth, man, that ain't shit to play with, man. That's a real holiday. And no matter how you feel about it, you need to celebrate Juneteenth, man.
Yeah.
All races need to celebrate Juneteenth. So what I would say to the black community is don't get mad because other races are celebrating Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Man, be thankful, man, and make people remember this shit because the day that we forget or the day that we let them forget, what's stopping them from doing it again?
Yeah.
Now, I know there's some tough ass niggas out there. I wouldn't be no motherfucker slave again. I know some tough motherfuckers out there, but here's the thing. We only make up 14% of this country. So let's say out of 14%, how many brothers are really going to fight back? What, you got about 4 or 5% of niggas that's really going to fight?
Yeah.
Now, how much damage do you think you can do? So you need allies.
Yeah.
Yeah, African Americans have to learn how to attract allies, right?
Yeah.
And I'll give you an example. The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah.
That don't necessarily mean that you are kumbaya with the other person. It just means if I get into trouble, you got to help me.
Yeah.
If you get into trouble, I got to help you. That don't mean we might not fuck around and fight each other.
Right.
But we got an understanding. And that's what African Americans got to learn, man. One more prime example of that. United States military. What races do you have in that?
Well, we got all kind, but it's 90% white.
Yeah, but what all races do you have?
You got every
You got every race. You got the Mexicans, you got the Chinese, you even have Arabs.
Yeah. So
the African American little military, I don't know where our shit at, but if we had one, how you gonna stop people from joining? And you only make up 14% of the country, man. You got to have allies if you want to win this shit.
Right. That mean what he said is we got 14%, right?
Yeah.
They got 80% of them motherfuckers don't need something. Don't understand what he's saying.
Yeah. And some of you niggas gonna run and jump in the hole and ain't gonna help fight any day.
Yeah, you know. Get in the foxhole, might even cover their own ass.
What's one of them animals that do that? He just jump in the dirt and cover himself up and shit with dirt. You know, so y'all gotta learn how war works. You just can't be on social media with everybody got a sassy ass mouth.
Right.
Like, for instance, the Mexicans, right? Oh, the Mexicans are in dire need of someone to support them. And I see a lot of African Americans online saying, well, we're not supporting them. Y'all shouldn't have voted a Republican. Let me ask you this. Let me check this out. So they are saying that the Mexicans shouldn't have voted for the Republicans or Trump. But here's the thing about the Mexicans. They would have never got in the country if they hadn't voted for the Republicans. Not just this term, all the time since they've been coming here. Yeah. So they had to. Just like black people got to vote for Democrats to get some of the things that we've been getting for the last 60, 70 years in this country. Right. We had to vote Democrat because Republicans, they wasn't messing with us. So it's the same thing with the Mexicans. You cannot hold their feet to the fire because that's the way they had to vote. Of course, the Trump people, they turned on them.
Yeah.
Same way the Democrats and Republicans have turned on us, right?
Yeah.
Right, but you still got to make allies to win a war. So here, the Mexicans are in trouble right now. Here's a chance for the African-American community to recruit them. You guys in trouble. You need our help. We are going to help you. but here's what you are going to do for us in return. That's how you fight a war. What you think, X?
I think
I'm sick of this shit, man.
I think they fucked up, man. They joined the gang.
That's real.
My God, you know, you got a good point. You know, a lot of them was voting for Trump. They felt Trump would make a difference in their business, get the illegals from over here because they're illegal, which would, you know, open more doors and opportunities for them. And it didn't work out that way, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he fucking did a total 360. No, I mean, I'm sorry about the 360 because he'd be in the same spot. He did a 180.
He did a 180 of him. Yeah, he did a 180 of him. I mean, but they left him no choice but to vote for them because the Democrats really don't cater to the Mexican community. You know, the Republicans always got illegal. There's a lot of African Americans don't know. A lot of I'm going to blame it on, it's both. I ain't going to just blame it on Republicans. It's both Democrats. Them motherfuckers, they all got a bunch of illegal businesses going on. So they need the Mexicans to come over here and pick the fruit and pick the cotton and whatever else they're picking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's more Republicans doing that shit. So they vote Republican.
Right.
That's or you're not coming over here. You know what I mean? They don't have a choice but to vote for them. You know, just like black women feel a need to vote Democrats because they feel like, you know, whatever it is, whatever deal y'all got with the Democrats, the black women, you know what I mean? Y'all feel like y'all got to vote for Democrats. It's the same thing with the Mexicans. So, but here's a chance to get them as an ally, man, because you're gonna need them if you want to fight a war. Now, if you just want to talk sassy online and laugh at them, ha, okay, leave them over there.
This election, Trump will they ask the victory. You know what I'm saying? You can't take that away from him. And what Trump went through when he was running for president and bellying up to run for president, he had something in common with them brothers on the street. All that time they was taking him to court and overcharging his ass. They felt the same way. That's why he got love from him. All the time he just executive order, let him out. Executive order, let him out. You know what I'm saying? They loved it. Because they felt what Trump felt, what they felt. And they've been feeling forever. You're probably still feeling it now. You know what I'm saying? So with that, man, you know what I'm saying? He did a flawless job.
No.
It was flawless.
I don't know if Trump ever did anything.
They want Trump at the strip clubs. They want Trump down here on the corner. They want Trump hanging out. Trump don't even need all that extra shit. You can leave that there. But if they want to come, let them come. But these brothers, they love Trump. I done seen it and heard it with my own eyes.
Oh, yeah. A lot of brothers think they're going to get like some type of fucking tax write-off or some illegal loan, PPE loan or some shit that they don't have to pay back. But one thing you have to realize, man, is Trump is not going to be president forever.
Yeah.
So whatever guy who's coming back, more than likely it's going to be a Democrat. That motherfucker gonna bring the hammer down. You know, with all the illegal loans, they gonna go back in them books and they gonna come and get you, bro. They gonna come as soon as they get him out of office. They gonna come back and get his ass. He got to leave one way or the other.
Unless he signed a big executive order to say, hey, everybody charges on nobody.
Yeah, but he has to. He got to give up the crown. Look, he got to give up the crown. He got to give up the crown one day. Hey, either on this side of the dirt or the other side of the dirt. You know what I'm saying? He got to give it up.
What you think about that A'ja Wilson situation?
I was saying about A'ja Wilson, like, okay, so there's a thing with the Caitlin Clark and the Angel Reese debate.
Yeah.
Who's better? And I think the people who are going against Caitlin Clark, I think they got the wrong argument.
Right.
You know what I mean? Instead of trying to prove to the world that Angel Reese, who's an upcoming great superstar. I'm a big fan of Angel Reese. I probably watch every damn game that she plays. But A'ja Wilson is considered the best player in the WNBA.
Yeah.
So why isn't she getting any of this hype from the Caitlin Clark haters?
Well,
the people that don't like Caitlin, you should be promoting A'ja Wilson.
What I think is Caitlin and Angel Reese brung so many new lookers with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just like when Michael Jordan changed the market. You know what I'm saying? When Magic Johnson changed the market, he brought a lot of different people with him that had trouble. And so it's going to take them a while to get used to seeing all these other teams with all these other superstars and understanding their commercials and who they is. It's still good for it.
How about good? But because this shit ran up, that race debate is that you can't say nothing about Angel Reese online. You post something about Angel Reese online, it's like 1 million haters come on her go on her page. So one of her fan pages. She has more people that hate her on her page than that like her. That's how many haters she had because they mad that
it's making her successful. Shit.
Well, of course.
Go buy my shoes.
Yeah, but it's it's too much.
Yeah.
Everybody, you want haters, of course.
Yeah.
But it's just a little too much. There's too much going on there. That's just too much.
So what you saying, the haters that was in college was Ivy League. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it's getting bigger. It's getting bigger. I mean, the WNBA deserves all the attention that they get. They really do.
Yeah.
And so they need to learn how to promote the damn stars better. Anyway, the NBA has that problem also. I think it's just a basketball thing. The basketball community, they don't know how to promote their athletes. They always want to promote one person. Like football, we had Tom Brady. When Tom Brady was playing, what was they saying? They were like, man, Pat Mahomes on his ass. Brady, motherfucker, I just won 7 Super Bowls. This motherfucker got one.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a fuck, though. Lamar's on his ass. You know what I mean?
Saying, yeah.
Joe Burrow's going to be better than Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Why he's playing? So nobody gives a fuck. See, the NFL know how to promote all of their stars at one time. We just pit them all against each other. Not basketball. Oh, Jordan, who hasn't played in 75 years, is still the best. He's the GOAT. Yeah. Nobody's better than Jordan. Goddamn, y'all ain't had no more stars in 60 years. Goddamn.
And some of these kids wasn't even born when Jordan was playing. You know what I'm saying?
Never seen him play a game.
Yeah, never seen him play a game. I never seen Bill Russell play a game.
Never seen him play.
But they say he the best. I believe he the best. That's what they said. But what's going on right now?
They hate LeBron because LeBron is pretty much considered the new GOAT. And what you said, they never seen Jordan play. You don't hate LeBron.
My guy.
Yeah. LeBron's. I think LeBron is better than all around better basketball. I know he's a better all around basketball player than Michael Jordan. It's not even close. Jordan was the best offensive weapon I've ever seen.
Yeah,
that motherfucker was flying through the air, dunking on everybody, spinning around.
Yeah.
Backwards dunking, side dunking, shooting threes at the buzzer, back to back to back.
Yeah.
I never seen an offensive motherfucker like that.
No. Jordan turned, they was on Jordan so hard. Jordan kind of flipped the narrative of teamwork. You know what I'm saying?
He doesn't really have a lot of team.
Yeah, fucking BJ, fucking Dennis.
Oh, yeah, he had a better team.
You know what I'm saying?
About it.
But what I'm saying is, to get a championship, you need a whole team. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's like he just took it all, sucked all the credit out.
It's on record that Phil Jackson had to convince him to pass the damn ball.
Yeah. Because Jordan was like, that ain't what they brought me here for. They said, shoot, I'm going to shoot this motherfucker.
He didn't even give a fuck about no rings. But yeah, man, LeBron's a better all-around player. Stop playing with Brian, bro. Give Brian his credit. Y'all just don't like the style that he's using. That just goes back to what we just talked about. The NBA only knew how to promote one style of player. Now, if you don't float through the air like Jordan, everybody's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
You ain't shit. Fuck LeBron. He don't float like Jordan. He don't dunk like Jordan, so he ain't shit.
Yeah.
So that's ridiculous. NBA, it's your fault. Learn how to promote more than one star.
Is that the truth, Don P?
They loved it, Kobe Bryant.
No, I'm talking about, you said about Michael Jordan.
Which part?
Phil had to beg this motherfucker to pass the
That's on record. It's on record. All Jordan fans know that. It's definitely on record.
Oh, my God.
He had to convince the man to pass the ball.
So them wasn't his plays when he was just out there shooting that motherfucker.
Yeah, he was at the playground, playing with kids. One of his best games ever. He scored 63 points against Boston, and they lost the game, but nobody talks about that.
Yeah.
Jordan had 63.
Yeah.
That was against Larry Bird. Larry Bird is actually undefeated against Michael Jordan. Fucking swept him 3 times. Nobody talks about that shit. You know why? Because we only know how to promote one star, which is crazy, man.
Yeah,
that's
one star at a time.
Imagine if we only promoted let's say Joe Montana, because I can't think of anybody before Joe.
Oh
Montana.
man, Montana was the shit.
You're right. Nobody was better than in this era. Not even Tom Brady. Nobody was better than Joe in this era. So let's just cut that shit out. But yeah, somebody has more Super Bowls than him though. Tom Brady.
Yeah.
But he was. Come on, man. So
who you saying who got more Super Bowls?
well, he has more Super Bowls than Joe.
Yeah.
But come on, man. He was not better than Joe Montana. I'm a big Brady fan.
Yeah.
But I don't even want to get into that fight. But he wasn't better than fucking John Elway, Warren Moon, Dan Marino, or Joe Montana. He couldn't, man, Brady wouldn't have lasted 2-3 years in that fucking league, man. Them boys, they was hitting. Shit, Joe Montana didn't last. Shit.
Yeah.
Dan Marino was scared to go back to the playoffs and knock his ass off so bad.
They broke old Joe.
Yeah.
That was my guy too, man.
Yeah, Joe had that real magic though. Even though he had Jerry Rice, but he had this he had that magic.
Yeah,
you know,
you know, kind of remind me of Joe Montana in the league right now. I'm saying, as far as ball placement, what's that motherfucker? Cincinnati Bengals, Joe
I
Barry.
knew you was going there. That's my favorite quarterback, Joe Burrow.
His ball placement is, man, this shit is sick.
I guess so. You got fucking T. Higgins and what's the other guy name?
Chase.
Yeah, Chase. Come on, man. Those 3 receivers, I can throw to them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Now, Joe was nice, though. Joe proved it. Joe Burrow proved it. He did it in college. So he had that a good team in college. LSU and all. Joe Burrow's the deal, though. So we're going to see this year. He done missed the playoffs 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
So you really got to win the Super Bowl. You can't just go to the playoffs, Joe Burrow. You got to win the fucking Super Bowl. You missed the playoffs 2 years in a row with that offense.
But Cincinnati, y'all motherfuckers wrong, man. Y'all got this badass quarterback, these 2 badass receivers. Could have got another Super Bowl, and you couldn't get nobody to block for him, man, when he dropped back in pass protection, man. Come on, bro.
Their biggest thing is, I would say, defense.
I would say the tackles.
Yeah, well, they scoring probably average damn near 30 a game, but they can't stop nobody.
Man, you got a point there, too.
They don't stop nobody. And the coaching is a little questionable, too, the coaching. Because if you can score that many points, right?
Yeah.
That means you can control the clock.
Right.
So you just can't keep racing up and down the field, scoring points. Sometimes you're going to have to run some time off the clock. Right. And so they're not doing that.
Yeah. Because if you got a solid-ass defense, like 10 points is enough to win the game. That's enough to win the game. If you got a good-ass defense, sometimes no more than 17 points if you in the shootout with a good-ass defense. It speaks for itself.
Yeah, so maybe they got to at least get to I would say the AFC Championship game, which I think they're capable of doing that. I would say he got to win a Super Bowl, in my opinion. You've been to a Super Bowl. Now you missed the playoffs 2 years in a row. That's ridiculous with that team. And so, yeah, you got to go to the Super Bowl. The AFC it's tough.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's tough. You got Pat Mahomes. You got Josh Allen. You got Lamar. Lamar should be there damn near every year. Yeah. And plus, you got Cincinnati. That's probably it.
Yeah.
That's probably it over there.
Well, the Steelers got Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, but they
Mr.
lost.
Rodgers in their neighborhood now.
Yeah, Mr. Rodgers. They lost Pickens, though. They lost that good receiver, though.
Control Pickens.
Nah, Pickens one of them. Boy, if you ain't got no real good defense guys in the locker room to jack his ass up, you ain't got nothing. But you got to throw him the ball, too, man. When you get a receiver like that, we're going to call Pickens Baby T.O. That's what they should call it. When you got somebody like that, man, you have to feed the guy. He's not stupid. He knows I can score 3-4 touchdowns a game if you throw me the damn ball, man.
He like Michael Jordan. He's always open.
I'm always open. Yeah, exactly. So I think Dallas, he going to cuss Dak out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, Dak,
You next.
Yeah, Dak, you going to get it.
So you got 2 dogs over there.
Yeah, you go get it. Yeah. It's coming.
Yeah, he got 2 dogs over there. And then you know them boys want that motherfucking ball.
Yeah, might as well start calling Dak Stack the Deck. Yeah, 2 good ones.
Well, he gonna be a tight end throwing 2 motherfuckers. They gonna choke his ass. Tight end gonna have 13 receptions. They gonna kill Dak over there.
Hey, looking at the replays in slow motion. See, you could have got that off to me.
Come on, man. I'm 1-on-1. Throw it up.
You know what I'm saying? In slow motion, and fast speed, you know what I'm saying? But they looking at it in slow motion. You could have got that to me, man.
So yeah, I mean that's a good problem to have. You know, it's better than not having.
Right.
Any
No doubt
food,
about
yeah.
that.
So I see in the news, I see, everything's going great. We're at war. Did y'all know we're at war? But I guess they needed some company. So we ain't doing shit. We were just celebrating and, chilling on Juneteenth, waiting on the 4th of July. Fuck it. Hey, let's go to war,
Yeah, Israel felt like they was threatened, and for the last, 20 years, Israel been saying they right there to get the bomb.
I would say about Israel was the last 5,000 years they've been in war. Israel been in war their whole existence.
I'll just keep it simple, man. They need to put a bullet down the rabbit hole, you know what I'm saying, to blow the nuclear up. I think it was 30,000 pound bomb.
Yeah, they're pretty heavy. It's hard to get something to carry, fly them in.
They use the stealth fighters. The $1 billion planes, the planes cost $1 billion a piece. I can't put my head around a damn $30,000. 30,000 pound bomb.
Well, because they got those bunkers in the underground, so they need something to penetrate through the ground to go down there and blow them out of the ground. You know what I mean? So they got to drop one to open it up. Then they got to try to drop another one to get down in there to get it. I'm pretty sure they was expecting that. It's just a waste of money.
They ain't just got to deal with Iran, even though we got the big ass hammer. You know, it's going to be a bunch of other so-called secret militias, Houthi rebels. You know what I'm saying? Russia got a pretty good stake up there. Russia helped them build that plant. The Chinese president, she bought like close to 100,000 barrels of oil per day. Iran produces 1 million barrels of oil a day. They ain't got the refinery to turn it into gas.
Well, I'll say, boys and girls, you are witnessing a 187 in progress.
Yeah.
So we just over there robbing these people. That's all we do. We just going over and we robbing these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else got them on the ropes.
Yeah.
We see potential for growth. Y'all been charging us all this money for this oil. Y'all, we'll come over here. We're just gonna take the shit. You know what I mean? And so eventually they're gonna have to sign a deal to get us off their ass. And what's going to be in that deal? It's going to be some free oil, some free minerals, whatever they're producing over there.
Yeah.
Well, so we taking this shit. It's just another robbery, man. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah. And the way we put it, the reason why we taking this shit is we had to use our bombs. We felt like y'all got to pay for us bringing this shit over here. And this shit didn't cost no change.
Yeah, come on, man. We ain't doing shit for free.
Cost no change. But they probably make them pay for... Make them pay for fixing their own country back up, too.
Oh, definitely. Well, we would never leave. We didn't enter the fight for nothing. I'm going to tell you that right now.
We came in swinging. Now we just sliding them up back of the head.
So I'm pretty sure you're going to have a Trump Plaza in the middle of Iran.
Oh, yeah.
In the next couple of years.
Yeah.
Trump
Big
Plaza
hotel.
3 days and 4 nights in Iran. Come and sightsee the beautiful sand deserts and oil fields of Iran. Yeah. That shit is crazy. That's beyond me, man. That's crazy.
Looking over the Red Sea.
Y'all get out of Iran, man. Leave them people alone.
Yeah, they say they terrorists, though. That's what they say. They've been blowing shit up for a long time. Yeah, that's what they say.
Allegedly.
yeah, that's what they say. Hey, don't shoot the messenger.
Anytime you see us over in some fight over there, you already know. We are over there to extract something. We over there to take something. Same thing with the war, the Iraq war.
Oh, that long ass.
Yeah, so we were the George Bush administration. We were over there chasing Osama bin Laden. All of a sudden, instead of making the right turn, chasing Osama, we made a left turn and went to Iraq and chased Saddam Hussein. We went over there, bombed his shit, took his country, took his money, took his gold, and then maybe, 10 years later, we caught Osama bin Laden.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, 10 years later.
Something like that.
So what the fuck was we doing in Iraq, messing with Saddam Hussein?
Yeah. I think they tried to put their own president in there, puppet president.
Yeah, we robbed the guy.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I don't know how he ended up going after him. He didn't have nothing to do with the 9/11 at all.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Saddam didn't have nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That was all bin Laden.
So we had the whole world thinking we were chasing bin Laden, but we were really chasing Saddam Hussein. Ridiculous.
At least we still ended up with some oil. The price is still high.
This gas better be about 69 cents. Well, it's going to be some war over in this motherfucker. I was watching Big Brother, Shannon Sharp, and I see he had Jim Jones on the show. Them guys was arguing about who was more influential, Nas or Jim Jones. I'm a big Jim Jones fan, but it's probably not an ideal challenge. Nas had some great press rippers. Mm-hmm. He had a popular girlfriend. I mean, back in the day, before all the social media shit was hitting like this, Nas was already popular. So Jim Jones is up against a large mountain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's almost impossible for him to win that argument. I would listen to more Jim Jones, but I would have to say Nas is the more influential person because he just blew up first.
Yeah.
In a time without social media, without the type of social media that we have today.
Right.
Jim Jones did too, but Nas, his was different. Then he had the great beef with Jay-Z. You know how popular that beef was when they were beefed out, rapping against each other? That made put both of them up, into the heavy conversations all around the hip-hop community. Yeah. So Jim Jones wasn't really, if he was beefing with somebody, it wasn't somebody as popular as Jay-Z. And then Tupac was in Nas' ass. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Tupac was ripping him one.
Yeah.
And so that made him popular.
Tupac was on that.
Yeah, so that made him a household name also. So it ain't that Jim Jones can't get with him.
Right.
It's just that, under different circumstances, Nas was just more popular.
And I don't know how much the music changed as far as what he doing and what Nas was doing, like side of the beats, shit like that.
See, Jim Jones thing is, Jim Jones has some stunners, some hits, ballin'. He had that hit. That was my cut right there. Nas has some great hits too. Nas is a great rapper. Just not my cup of tea. Jay-Z is a great rapper. Just not my cup of tea. I listen to more Jay-Z stuff now than I did when I was younger. Because Nas and Jay-Z, they want to live. They want to have nice things.
Yeah.
I had a death wish when I was younger. So I'm fucking with Tupac, and Scarface, and Willie D, and Spice One. I'm fucking with rappers like that. Now that I'm older, of course I want to live now. So hey, put the Nas and the Jay-Z in. How can I stack this money, Jigga?
I got 99 problems, but that bitch ain't.
Yeah, I'm trying to live. How you make that money, Jay? Jay said, get that art, man. Buy that art. It's collecting money and shit like that.
You know what I'm saying? What do you say? Stop dying in the neighborhood that your mama's renting.
Jigga will teach you how to live. If I was smarter back then, I would have listened to Jay-Z.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I had a death wish. But so anyway, I would say that, now I don't see Jim Jones, now that I'm really thinking about it, Jim Jones is real influential right now. Nas has been out of 5 years, 10 years, I don't know. But just to get Jim Jones all in those talk shows and shit, the Atlanta Housewife type shows and stuff like that.
Yeah, that messy shit.
Yeah, he all over in that stuff because the younger generation, they know who Jim Jones is. You know what I mean? And so it's like he has a point. It depends on like what years are you adding their whole careers in? Because if you added everything in up to date right now, then Jim Jones has a hell of a case.
Yeah.
But if you just going off back then, I would have to say Nas.
Yeah. It could have been the changing of that. You know what I'm saying? The changing of the beats and styles and whatever, whatnot. And as they went on, they gravitated to Jim Jones, so a lot of people may know Jim Jones.
Yeah, they know him.
May not really know Nas like that.
Mm-hmm. They just know Nas was like a guy, rap guy. Yeah, but they don't listen to him right now. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, you're gonna have some young kids here and there listen to him, but overall, nobody's really listening because he probably ain't put shit out. Now, if he was to put something out right now,
right?
Maybe remix one of his greatest hits or come out with some new shit right now. They were like, oh, this Nas. Then they would go back and listen to all this old stuff.
Yeah.
Right? Rap just keep changing.
It keep changing. It changed like the sporting event we was talking about. You know what I'm saying? They come in with a whole new set of generation. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it ain't like they disrespecting the older generation. They just don't know.
No, the older generation, we got to learn how to loosen up, man. Let these kids have their fun with that shit. If they want to say LeBron's the new GOAT, let them have that shit, man. How you think Dr. J really feels? You think Dr. J really feels that Michael Jordan's a fucking GOAT? Dr. J would take Jordan out there right now and dunk on his ass. But Dr. J know I had to kiss Mike's ass. Because if I say something bad about Mike, everybody gonna come down on me.
I wouldn't even be doing the slam dunk contest no more with none of that shit.
I seen Dominique Wilkins say, "Oh, Jordan, nobody could check Jordan. Jordan was the best." Let's go back to one of Dominique interviews 30 years ago and see if he's saying that.
Yeah.
So he wasn't saying that then. When he lost that dunk contest to Michael Jordan, I bet you any amount of money that he would say he won that motherfucker.
Yeah, the human highlight.
The human highlight. But see,
Ran out of film.
Ryan, here's the thing. If he says right now that he was better than Michael, nobody even knows Dominique Wilkins. These new people.
Right.
You just call him the human highlight film. That was his name. We all know that. These new kids don't know that.
They don't know. No, they don't know that.
So if Dominique Wilkins says that he's better than Jordan right now, or had a chance to be better than Jordan, these new people would eat him alive.
Yeah.
But back in our day, we would say, "Oh yeah, we watching him real time."
Yeah.
Like, hey man, it's close. Jordan edging him out a little bit right now, but it's close. It's Dominique just killing.
Yeah, Dominique was a dog, you
But
know.
see, these new people wouldn't know that though.
And then it go back to what he was saying, you know. The NBA got a shitty job of promoting. They only promote like 1 star or maybe 2 stars at a time, 3 stars at a time. That's another reason why y'all don't know about him.
Yeah, that's crazy. They don't know about Dominique Wilkins, man. The dunks he had. Well, I guess you had to see some shit in real time. It don't look the same when you rewind it. I mean, Jordan shit was so crazy.
Yeah.
You know, and plus the world had really never seen that before because Dr. J played in the ABA in his youth.
Yeah.
So a lot of Dr. J shit is not on. It is on film, but the NBA doesn't really promote it. Why?
Right.
I don't know. Like Doc that much because the leagues wasn't combined back then.
Right.
Doc came in late. I think he only had a couple years in the NBA.
In the NBA.
So they missed a lot of his stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And plus the bold camera play back then.
Yeah.
Shit was damn near black and white.
Motherfucker take off the camera, got to catch up with it.
Got to put the bitch on pause, run down to the other end,
You know what
push
I'm saying?
play, trying to catch the fast break. And
Hey,
shit.
Danny, did you get that?
This is wild, man. Yeah, I feel sorry for guys like Dominique Wilkins, Charles Barkley. Matter of fact, LeBron brought this up, and he was basically saying what we say, kind of, you know, go along with what we're saying.
Right.
That people like Dominique Barkley, Karl Malone, people that don't have a ring, but they was fucking great.
Yeah.
You know, we just now in today's society, we just throw them out of the conversation because you don't have a ring.
Yeah.
Now that's what I don't like about Stephen A. Because to me, he started this shit, or he made it popular. That you can just diss people that don't have a ring.
You don't need to be talking.
There you
can't
go.
be in this conversation.
So now we can only promote 2 or 3 guys.
Yeah.
The whole fucking race is about LeBron versus Jordan.
Yeah.
Jordan got 6 rings. LeBron has 4. So nobody can ever be better than Jordan. But when you bring up Bill Russell, oh man, that was a long time ago, man. You know, this motherfucker got 11 rings.
Hey.
But we're not allowed to bring Bill Russell up.
He got 2 of them motherfuckers on his thumb. All these is full.
Yeah.
And he got 1 on his toe.
And so he went to about 12, 13 finals on top of that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, so we are not allowed to promote you if you didn't win a ring. And it's like, it's killing talent. That's why the NBA is fucking talentless right now.
Yeah.
You know, you only got really like 2 styles of player. Niggas that can shoot and niggas that can't shoot.
Yeah.
You know, can't nobody turn their back to the basket like Rasheed Wallace, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett. Where these guys at? Patrick Ewing. You don't have these dudes no more.
But we can't say one thing. The losers, since that's the way they represent it,
Yeah, I hate that.
they do get famous. You got
by kissing
Dan Kalansky, though. 16-0 with the Lions.
Oh,
Plus, the
16.
motherfucker stepped out about
Oh,
in the end zone. Look at the show he got. That's why I say you gotta be a dog in that way. You know what I'm saying? Get dogged out.
Yeah, don't
Which
want
he was
Brian.
playing. He's staying famous right now today because he ain't never won a ring.
Yeah, but the kids be comparing Barkley to Zion.
No.
They don't know no better. But because you know why? Because they look at the stats. Okay, well, Zion had 24 points. Barkley had 24. No, man. Barkley had a different 24.
Totally
This is a different.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, and I can't stand Barkley ass. But boy, that motherfucker was so cold. Dominique was so cold. But they not gonna know that though.
You know what I'm saying?
Because we are only allowed to promote you if you win a ring or 2. That's crazy.
Just like he ripped him off at the time Jordan was at the top of his game. None of them guys was mentioned, is what he's saying. And them guys was dogs. You know, Karl Malone was a dog.
Yeah, Karl Malone was a dog, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Shy Kemp, man.
Was a dog.
Man, if you seen
Gary
Shy Kemp,
Payton was a
the
dog.
glove, yeah. There's some guys, man. Clyde Drexler, Terry Porter. There's some nice guys that played in the league,
I mean,
man.
superstar guys, but were never promoted.
That's the NBA fault. They
At a time.
I don't know how they gonna fix that shit. But so what you do by only promoting one style of guy,
Yeah.
you know, from Jordan, the Kobe came. So I guess they figured they were going to get a lot of guys like Kobe.
Yeah.
Guess what? It never happened.
No.
It's hard to imitate something like MJ on offense. That's hard to imitate.
Yeah.
Kobe was the only guy that can do it. McGrady did it in like a different type of way.
Yeah, yeah.
McGrady about 7 feet tall.
Don't forget Vince Sandy.
Yeah, Vince Carter, he did it in a different. Somebody should have stole Vince Carter and put him on a regular team.
Yeah.
If you'd have got away from Toronto.
Yeah, yeah. They was using him like a circus act.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Whoever out here, you gonna see him jump on this motherfucker. He go half court and slam this motherfucker.
He played for San Antonio, Detroit, Chicago.
Yeah.
You know, somebody like that, man.
And he also played for, didn't he play for Golden State?
Yeah. Now, I don't know if whoever he played for, it was later in his career.
Yeah.
It was like, you know, out of his prime.
Yeah.
So it's hard to imitate Michael Jordan. So the NBA just figured, we can get about 5 or 6 Jordans coming up.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
So now you fuck your talent pool up. So the talent is like bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Look at the 2 teams you got in the finals right now. And we talked about this on other
We
shows.
watching it in the fourth quarter and shit.
Yeah. That's what I do. Oh, it's 5 minutes left. Put that shit on.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's for real, though, me.
Guess we'll never get a shot at working with the NBA. Let's talk about your podcast. Just trying to bring y'all some context and some content.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but here's the thing, man. By excluding the majority of your talent pool, you didn't get kids out here trying to imitate Karl Malone. I don't want to say Isaiah because you really not even Isaiah or Magic. You don't have great passers in the game. No. You had Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas, John Stockton, Jason Kidd was like one of the last dudes that come down, throw behind the back pass. Where this shit at?
There's only one left.
Who?
That's Irving. Right.
Oh, Kyrie. But Kyrie really don't pass the ball like that. He do all that, but he don't throw no look dimes, over the shoulder lie. He
ain't consistent with it.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah. So where's the, like I said, you don't got the Rasheed Wallace, the Kevin Garnett, the Tim Duncans. Where are these people? The newer kids don't see them when they're growing up. All they hear is, gotta be like Mike.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Be like Mike, jump like Mike. Everybody can't do that. Just remind me of the Lions old GM, Matt Miller. I can just get any nigga to play that position. They all alike. You know what I'm saying? No, mother.
Genes.
Yeah, you got good genes. look at the cast on that one. It don't work like that. I don't care how much motherfucker can have the same size hands as Mike, can have the same foot size as Mike, had the same egg drop head as Mike. That don't mean he gonna go out there and dunk from the free throw line, man.
Then you up here, he gotta be Mike.
Yeah.
He gotta be Mike.
Yeah.
I've seen him dunk. Go, he gotta be Mike.
He gotta be Mike. So they don't know shit. They just experimenting on our black asses.
At least you get paid for it, though.
Some of them. If they promote some of those older guys, maybe they can change the talent pool and people will start back really watching because there's some good games right now. Like it's some good Indiana and OKC. That's a good matchup. It's a good hardcore fight. People are calling it. People are saying it's like a good college matchup.
Yeah,
that's the insult.
Yeah, I know.
That's an insult. It's really an insult. It's a good game.
Yeah, it's a good game.
But it's a good series. But it's still an insult. Yeah. It's a good college matchup. You're going to see good. Am I going to see a motherfucker jumping from the free throw line, man? No. Am I going to see somebody grabbing it off the rim and win?
No.
You're not going to see none of that.
No. You barely see alley-oop.
That's ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Your man say you can barely see alley-oop.
Yeah, for real. You took the beast out of basketball. And with no beast, it's really no basketball because you got to have that on all levels, and you don't got it.
Always thought the NBA.
I'm happy for you. I ain't player hating or nothing like that. We just talking about the difference from back then to now, and it's affecting the recruiting.
Yeah, everybody's talent was respected. We knew Clyde Drexler wasn't Michael Jordan, but we still lined up to see him fly. Yeah. We lined up to see Michael fly.
Yeah.
We came to see Magic, Showtime. We respected everybody, whatever they brought to the table.
Yeah.
Now, oh, you ain't got 6 rings.
Yeah.
You ain't flying like Mike.
Yeah.
You ain't shit. They tried to put all that pressure on Ant-Man.
Yeah.
It didn't work. Y'all, now we want Ant-Man to imitate Michael Jordan. Come on, Ant-Man, you can do it, man. Just take off on the free throw line just one time. You can do it. You know, he's Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Now he's not MJ. Let him be his own man.
And he killed it so bad. I don't know people on some NBA teams. It never been like that for football for me. I knew somebody on every team or a couple people on every team. There's some NBA teams, I don't even know the people's name.
I never wanted to admit that, but since you brought it up.
I mean, we is. We go,
Who's this mother? Man, yeah, people had special roles back then. You know what I mean? Like your Dennis Rodman guys, Cliff Robinson.
Oh, yeah, Cliff.
Jeff Hornacek.
Yeah.
You know, Robert Parrish. You know, guys had real roles back then. You guys don't even have role players, man.
Yeah.
You know, who's the guy come in, he gonna get 12 rebounds every night.
Yeah,
who's this dude? We don't even know him. Yeah, it's crazy.
All I hear is this old wing shit. This wing shit. He good at the wing and shit. What the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying?
He's the next MJ.
You know what I'm saying?
We're still trying to find it. Nobody's looking for the next Joe Montana.
No.
Nobody's looking for the next Barry.
No.
You know, nobody's looking for the next Walter Payton.
No.
Because we love Walter.
Right.
We like Barry. We like LaDainian. We love Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
We love Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
You can have more than one star.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Yeah.
It just makes the games better.
Yeah, it makes it a lot better. I'm gonna chill out, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I don't want to see.
I'm gonna chill out.
We're gonna bring this. We might have to do a whole podcast.
You know what?
About the NBA, bro. Because people miss the NBA. That's why people do a lot of bitching. Because people, the old heads, they miss the NBA. It used to be so fucking entertaining, man.
I'm just saying, now they be like, you soft motherfucker.
Man, they not listening though.
You know what I'm saying? That wasn't no motherfucking foul.
He was had a free 2 points. Yeah, I clobbered his ass. Go to the line and prove you can make a free throw.
You know, when you got fouled back then, man, you got stitches too. Shit, it wasn't just, the shot.
Fuck, I'm just gonna give you a free 2 points.
So we started doing that.
Man, let's get off the NBA, man, because it's just too much. Like I said,
it's too much, man.
We need to spend a whole show talking about the NBA.
Yeah, we do.
Man. Maybe we will. We'll get some real facts together. Give y'all some good numbers, maybe. Yeah. I'm not doing that shit. That's too much analytics. But y'all can look it up yourself.
We're gonna go by what the fuck we know.
Yeah, it's too much, man.
We seen this shit.
I was trying to help you.
Yeah, tried to be nice to you. It seemed like y'all didn't understand what we were saying.
Yeah, so... Man, I hate to see this guy introduced to something negative. He has done so much for the black community, and not only the black community, he did a lot for the world.
Yeah.
You know, shedding light on our plight and, what goes on in single mother households.
Yeah.
And what women really go through, black women. Tyler Perry is being accused of some type of heinous, I don't want to say heinous, but he's being sued for some misappropriate sex allegations.
Like parts or something worse.
Or it's this, I wouldn't call it worse, but it's a guy that was on one of his shows, a Caucasian male, says Tyler was sexually harassing him or whatever. And so I forgot what he wanted, like fucking $200 million or something.
What?
Yeah, he's suing him for $200 million.
Did he poke him? Oh, he just touched me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't think he did that shit, man. The dude lying, man. Yeah. Allegedly.
Yeah. So now you can just say this shit about a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, that guy rich dude, he slapped me on the ass.
Yeah. So allegedly they got some text messages that was sent out or whatever.
You got one of them?
Nah, man, I ain't pulling that shit on my phone. Man. You go there about Puffy. You Puffy. I'm not going there about that. Tyler Perry just done too much for the black community, man. I'm not cutting up on Tyler Perry, man.
No, I can't cut up on him, man, but
That white dude tripping though, man.
Yeah, he
you ain't
tripping,
want Tyler
man.
Perry to clap them cheeks. You should have just told him that, man.
Yeah,
How you gonna lead him on for years, recording everything he do just to sue him? The judge need to throw that shit out of the court. Man. They need to stop entertaining shit like that. Because there's real women out here that have been, sexually abused.
Man, too.
And men that, they're really going through a lot of trauma right now. And so I wonder how that makes them feel when they see all these false allegations put on somebody when they need that help.
Yeah.
They need that attention on their case. And you guys just out here suing for millions of dollars, think this shit funny. That shit is not funny, man.
In other words, he's saying it's women and men that went through that shit that don't get their day in court. Nobody really believe him. But this motherfucker do. And it's a bullshit.
But then he has the potential of winning $200 million. Yeah, same with Shannon. See, they want you to settle out of court, so they don't dirty up your name. You know what I mean? But man, dirtying up your name that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
But Tyler Perry, man, you guys. See, they don't listen to street people. That's the problem.
Yeah, they stop fucking with us.
I can understand why they don't.
At least Trump fuck with us.
Yeah, because it's the lower level people that don't make that much money. They want money from you. They want to borrow money to start their businesses and shit. It's better than some motherfucker suing you for $200 million or costing you a $100 million contract.
Yeah, now he done took every dime a nigga would have asked you for and more.
There you go. There you go. And he's sitting on your name.
One pop, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All I asked for was a chicken and waffle spot.
Nigga, I was trying to get a disposable motherfucking company kick it on.
I know I done fucked up 3 or 4 businesses already. You know what I'm saying? But you got to believe in me.
Yeah, this time I'm for real, man.
I worked out all the kinks.
Yeah, I got it all together. I'm not going to never fuck up another dime.
Yeah, man, but I feel sorry for my guy, though, man.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy has the biggest name,
Yeah.
in the movie industry.
Box office.
Man, he has his own TV, what do you call that?
Meet the Browns, it was another one, too.
No, he got hundreds of them, man. I won't say hundreds, but they probably do. But he got his own TV studio.
Yeah. Yeah.
He bought an old army base and, turned it into his own TV production studio.
Yeah.
So he don't have to go anywhere to shoot. He has everything on location.
It's one of them shows I really like. Damn, I can't think of it, man. We used to have some weird shit going on. They was all staying in the same neighborhood, and the neighbor got to fucking the other neighbor, and ended up having a baby by her. And then her husband then found out, and they was black nigga too.
That's exactly why I don't watch Tyler Perry.
Well, you know he's emotional.
Yeah.
And he played to the emotional people.
Yeah, he definitely has that crowd.
He know it makes them, irk.
Yeah, he's exposing the shit that they be doing.
Yeah. The undercover, underbelly shit. I know.
The messy of the messiest.
Sloppy shit. You know what I'm saying?
I love Tyler Perry, but I don't watch the movie. I can't do it. That's just too much for me.
Right, but he box office.
Now, I did
and
see
what'd he do?
The Alex Cross, the first one. I did see that. That was a good one. When he played a detective. He's the actual detective. I did watch that, but I can't do Madea. I can't do stuff like that. That shit irritates my soul.
Play Madea so good, man. I just, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying?
There's something about.
At least he wrote the movie though. You know what I'm saying? Didn't nobody write him the script.
That motherfucker bad, man. Tyler Perry is the greatest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just too emotional for me. I came from, those type of families.
Yeah.
So I don't, that's why I don't see it. I don't like all that drama, bro.
Yeah.
My family know. You call my phone, I'm hanging up on you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Look, I can't worry about your shit and my shit too.
That's just, come on, man. Y'all arguing about some shit that happened 30 years ago.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So, but other than that, Tyler Perry is great, man.
Yeah, he good. Ain't no doubt about it. He good, man.
Yeah, man. You gotta be careful, man.
Movie.
You gotta be careful, man.
If Loving You Is Wrong, that was the name of the movie.
You just go, don't tell me because I don't watch it.
Nah, that was good though, Pete. I mean, It was a whole big series. You know, they had their own court.
He watched the whole
Hey,
series.
hey, man, that shit was, it was so funny, man, and it was cool,
That
man.
boy was hooked.
Yeah. Tyler had some real niggas in that one, though.
Yeah.
He had some of them funny bunnies in there, too, but
Yeah.
he had some real ones in there. You know what I'm
Say
saying?
funny, buddy. I'm going to strike that comment, but go ahead.
But, yeah.
Shout out to the alphabet community.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, yeah. You know, we don't discriminate, you know, because it ain't nothing that you do that affect our life. It ain't nothing we do that affect your life.
That's right.
So, each his own, you know what I'm saying?
Can't we all just get along?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, man, Tyler Perry's great, man. He's great for the whatever community. He's great.
Yeah,
Because he's giving them a inside look at what they look like.
Yeah.
When they doing this bullshit.
Because they look like regular people.
The regular dysfunctional people.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what they
They look like regular people.
So, but I'm saying he giving
But
them
he
an
giving you an insight. Yeah,
So this
like
is
you
what
said.
you look like when y'all tear your own families apart over petty shit or over big stuff that you can actually sit down and you can talk about it and solve your problems, man, and bring your family back together. You know,
Yeah.
and so that's why I rock with Tyler Perry.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
I just don't watch it because it's just too emotional.
Yeah.
I keep up with what he's doing. I'm a big fan, so I always peep in at what he's doing,
Yeah.
his projects that he has going on. Man, like you were saying that Meek the Brown,
Yeah, Meek
all
the
those
Brown.
stars he made, man.
Yeah,
Nobody was gonna put them people on TV, man.
Nobody.
Yeah, Tyler Perry, a bad mother.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on, man.
That dude got plays, all kinds of shit. He just, he
Yeah, he started off at the church. The man was homeless when he started. Matter of fact, the book I gave you, I'll give y'all a link to get my book. I actually wrote a chapter about Tyler Perry. You know what I mean? The guy was homeless.
had the book on the table.
So yeah, I don't put it out there yet. He just, man, you gotta learn the Tyler Perry story.
Yeah.
I guarantee you will be inspired by the Tyler Perry story, the real story of Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
I ain't talking about after he got rich and what he does. I'm talking about
Yeah.
how he started his journey, man,
Yeah.
by believing in himself and just giving up everything.
Yeah, sleeping in his ride.
Sleeping in his car,
You know what I'm
trials and tribulations.
Yeah.
And, everybody out there, including everybody, including me, I was going to say. But you got to be willing to take constructive criticism. If you can't take constructive criticism, it's hard for you. It's hard to grow, So we talked about that before, too. Find people that you trust. Ask total strangers that don't know you. Sometimes family just shit on you just to be shitting on you because that's just what we do.
Yeah.
So you got to find people you trust.
Right. Don't be afraid to confront yourself. You know when you fucking up and ain't doing good and know what you need to do a little bit better. Most definitely, that's what it is.
Yeah, I'm not rocking with the grown ass man from the suing Tyler Perry. Bro.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know. Allegedly, they're trying to say Tyler. Fred Sanford. Remember Fred? I don't know Tyler Perry like that or whatever. But I know if you didn't want that man clapping your cheeks, you should have been saying something. You should have stopped. Hey, brother, I don't. You ain't Tyler. I don't fuck around like that, man. You should have been saying something.
How long did he say this was going on?
Obviously, it's been it had to be a couple of years if he's just now bringing the lawsuit. You know what I mean? Had to be a while.
So you saying that even though he accepted the money, he know what's gonna happen when he see Tyler. He was still going to work.
Yeah, he's going to work.
So
y'all
in other
texting
words,
each other.
Yeah. So in other words, you saying he was really just a hoe. He was selling ass.
Allegedly.
You know what I'm saying?
Allegedly.
You
Or
knew
he-
this was gonna happen going to work, and you still went.
Or he tricked him like he was gone. Yeah, he led him on.
You can't keep tricking the motherfucker.
He led him
Same
on.
trick, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
how you gonna lead a man on to clapping your cheeks? You might as well gave it up, you nasty bastard.
Yeah, all this bullshit. Then I'm gonna go record it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, if I'm the judge, man, you're going to jail. Let's go.
Yeah.
You're going to jail.
Yeah, y'all gotta start really, when things like that happen, you need to start really taking care of it. Don't let it just keep happening. You just can't let the shit keep happening because then when you go to court, you got guys like us be looking like, well, damn, why you just now saying something?
Yeah. I mean, if it's like younger people,
Yeah, that's
you know,
different.
yeah, happened to you when you was a kid or something. I can but you can understand it. You are intimidated, you're scared. But if you're an adult, you have a friend.
Yeah.
You got a mother, father, sister, auntie, it's somebody you can tell.
Yeah.
Pick up the phone, call the fucking police.
Yeah.
You know, shit. You know, but a younger person, yeah, they could be intimidated, you know, but a grown motherfucker, you know better, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
So,
The judge, they need to change some of these laws. How the fuck you a grown ass man letting some dude sexually harass you on the phone, you know? That happened to Terry Crews, talking about somebody put their hand up his thigh.
Terry Crews.
Yeah. Somebody didn't want to say nothing. Man, big as you is, man.
Yeah.
Well, you could have, you know, called him in the broom closet and went in that motherfucker. Then he'd have came out, he wouldn't have never told on your big ass, you know.
You know, Terry Crews might be like, you don't think big motherfucker soft?
You know, you better be careful where you popping your chest at next time.
You know what I'm saying?
You know how you like to pop. That motherfucker was on him. Oh, you a chest popper.
Yeah. Oh my God, man.
Yeah, man.
You big ass. Big ass nigga. Oh, shit.
Yeah, man. You gotta be careful out there, man.
Yeah.
The motherfuckers in Hollywood is relentless, man.
Woo! They eat you up, they swallow you up.
That motherfucker. Jake said, have you ever been swallowed? Swallowed. See, I'd have got up and walked out the church right there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I'm going to get swallowed right now, and I ain't coming back here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait a minute, I can't be in church feeling like this.
That motherfucker
You know what I'm
said,
saying?
have you ever been swallowed?
Yeah. Who you at when I was in the hills kitchen?
Get him swallowed.
Oh my God, man.
Yeah, man. Well, back to you, Bob.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Oh
crazy.
my God.
So yeah, man. So not that I really want to know, and I hate to ask this. What's new, real fast, in the Puffy trial? What's going on? What's new?
Oh shit, man.
Any new news? Any something that's new?
Only new news, man, is you got a couple people gonna testify on Puffy's side. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
At the beginning of the week, to be what, it'll be 23rd, tomorrow, Monday.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be the 23rd. Then they supposed to do a little rerouting, and then they say it can go to the jury. But the big thing that happened was the only black juror got kicked off.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
So they don't even have to do all this extra shit because he know it's coming. With this jury, he know it's coming. So all the extra shit you ain't got to do. Just start filling out your paperwork to appeal this motherfucker.
Yeah, I doubt if you get found guilty though. It's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
That's gonna be hard, bro. I mean, you still don't have that RICO. You gotta. I know he's guilty of this, you know, all the freak off stuff like that, but that's not what they promised the jury. You promised the jury a RICO. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
That's what you're trying. That's what they gotta prove. The prosecutor has to prove this is RICO Act. This man has a team. He has like, you know, goons working for him. You know, they picking up people, dropping them off, kidnapping them, strong arming them. You know, all this type of shit. So that's a hell of a case to prove. And Puffy don't even have no like henchmen that work for him. What the street motherfuckers that work for him? But you got legit security guards, legit companies and stuff. You know, real made. Where is this assault team that he has? If they can't bring that to the table, bro, it's gonna be hard to convict that guy.
No, yeah, it's gonna be hard to convict. The only thing that will get him convicted, like I said, is you got a jury that listen to classic music. They don't listen to rap music, you know. They don't listen to that shit. So when they hear that type of music and them type of lyrics, what do it do to them?
No, but Puffy's soft though. He's
Scared the shit out of.
Puffy not no Tupac, man. That motherfucker dancing the whole goddamn rap album he on. He just dancing. Just,
Yeah.
How you do this little Puffy dance? He just doing that the whole time.
Puffy, he get to doing that shit.
Yeah.
Somebody getting mangled that night.
So he getting warmed up. Starting the engine up.
Yeah. Looking at some of his shit like, damn, why is he always doing that, man? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's his tip to the security.
Yeah.
Get that baby all around.
Yeah.
But so yeah, man, he don't got no crushing lyrics and shit. He just talking about dancing all the time. Like I said, it's gonna be hard to get him on a RICO Act. I think the jury might be pissed that he's being charged. They're gonna be mad because he beat her like that.
Oh yeah.
That's the only reason, the only way I think if they can't get their minds off of that, then they're gonna be like, yeah, he guilty. But if they can get their mind off of that and look at the rest of the evidence, then it's gonna be a not guilty.
Yeah, you know, in the closing arguments, they gonna loop that motherfucker.
If they do that, if that's the last thing they see,
gonna loop that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Who's kicking her ass? Wow.
Yeah,
Wow. You know, they
his
gonna
lawyer,
keep looping that
his
motherfucker.
lawyer gonna be like, man, that happened one time. This is 17 times.
Yeah, you know.
Kicking her. Yeah.
I admitted to that, you know what I'm saying? They still looping that motherfucker, you know.
Yeah.
They gonna do it. I mean, we'll see, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll see.
That's horrible, man. That is horrible, man.
We'll see. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to all the beautiful women out there, man. If anybody's been abused, man, please call in, report this, get this beast, whoever it may be, off your back. Go report that shit. Don't fucking wait, man.
3 numbers. That's all you got to remember.
3 numbers, man. Or call somebody you trust, have them take you down to the police station or whatever. Don't sit there and take abuse, something that you know you do not deserve.
Right.
No, nobody's encouraging no bullshit like that. People, stop selling your stuff, man. Stop selling your private parts for money and stuff like that. You know, if that's not what you're about, you're not about that life. You better leave it alone. There's some monsters out there.
Yeah, if you ain't got it on Craigslist, stop doing that.
Somebody had your ass selling pussy in Iraq.
You got some no remorseful guys out there.
Shout out to the beautiful women that are being abused. Go take care of that. Don't take that shit. And to you guys that like to put your hands on women, you are super soft. You a chump. You don't have no reason to put your hands on that woman. You're too strong to put your hands on a woman. If you can't talk it out, you need to leave or have somebody else do it for you.
Yeah. My mama raised 4 boys. So, of course, we got a different take on women and shit that they do. And shit that they get caught up into. And shit that men would do to them.
Yeah.
That we just couldn't fucking imagine. We had to keep watching the movie to see the movie.
Yeah, keep your hands off those women, guys. You're not a woman. You're not equal. You are a lot stronger. She might be smarter than you, but you are definitely stronger than her. Keep your hands off the women.
Lee, turn the dial along. Yeah.
Some of them dudes just be jealous, you know.
Yeah.
She look better than him. She get more attention, so now you want to put your hands on her. And just be careful of the type of women you are dating. If the woman look that good and she show her parts off and stuff like that, it's going to be hard to make her stop dressing like that.
Right.
Go find a woman that doesn't dress like that. You don't have to tell her what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then you won't have to be trying to put your hands on somebody. You don't go get a fucking lion and tell the lion, hey, you got to act like a giraffe.
Yeah.
Because the lion's not going to do it. What the fuck?
Look like I can jump around like a cat.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Question. So, if you were to hit the big game, the big lotto, what is the first things you would do?
Me?
Yeah. You acting like you never thought about this. I think I seen them old lottery tickets in the car.
Oh, fucking no lottery, man. I can see the same number 50 times who won't play that motherfucker.
It's all a coincidence.
Oh, no. I think I probably will, damn. Well, I know what I probably would do. I'll probably go get me a helicopter.
Oh, yeah, that's dope.
That peanut butter interior.
Oh, shit.
Have it painted candy red with the gold blades on that motherfucker.
Damn.
And buy me a couple different cribs, you know, in different states. Mm-hmm. And I might have some like in the Bahamas or shit like that. You might have a wander off to, you know, when I say I want to go somewhere, I'm going that day.
Yeah.
That time. You know what I'm saying? And I probably help a lot of people out. And I know some people you just can't help the fuck out.
So I'm just gonna drive by your house, go to the peace sign.
You know what I'm saying?
Can't help this nigga. Driver, speed up.
Cut down to your hood with my Bentley light, you garbage.
Remember y'all used to talk about me, motherfucker. Burn rubber on these niggas.
No, bitch, I don't want you now.
That's hilarious, man.
Yeah, so, you know, I don't know. You giving niggas money.
I should have asked him this.
Oh my God. You giving niggas some money like that, man.
Yeah.
Fucking allowed to get 1,000 White Castles and take one bite and throw the rest out the window.
Yeah, all this type of shit.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Oh,
You know, it ain't like niggas was brought over here rich. You
man, I'm
know?
going straight back to the old neighborhood. Oh, you sorry motherfuckers ain't made shit of y'all.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna put a Burger King in this motherfucker. Y'all better run it right.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my God. Oh shit.
Now who on fries? Goddamn it, who on shakes?
Yeah.
Sick of you, motherfucker.
Oh my God. Who left that goddamn bread open last night?
Just come back and hoe them out every day.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker, don't you got $500 million? Why you keep coming up?
Yeah.
20 of you bitches didn't mop this floor.
You know what I'm saying? Type of shit is this, man? You know what I'm saying?
Come back and hoe them out every day. Hey. And with that being said, man, we about to get up out of here, man. This is Dark Matter Podcast. Y'all stay safe out there. Peace.